Hi all. As logging is very essential for every application, we need to check for multiple options. In the previous video, we have configured with Firebase for our Angular logging. Today, we are going to implement logging with our own REST API. Let's check what are all the steps we are going to follow. The first, we will check what are all the prerequisites. Number two, we will be setting up a Node.js web API with MongoDB. And the DB will be running in the Docker on development environment. And number three, we will be configuring our REST API to our Angular application to start logging. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Let us see our prerequisites. Number one, Node.js, either it is LQ session or current version. Number two is Angular CLI. Install the Angular CLI and create your first Angular project. And you need a MongoDB for the logging, so you can have a free, you can click and subscribe for a free version on cloud, and or else you can have a Dockerized version of MongoDB on the local. For the viewing the data, we are going to use MongoDB Compass, the tool which is provided from MongoDB to view the data. And on the code editor point of view, I'm using Visual Studio Code. So without wasting any time as further, let us start configuring our REST API with Node.js. To set up a Node.js REST API, first we need to set up our MongoDB in Docker. First thing you need to do is we need to put the Docker image for Mongo. You can type docker full Mongo. It will pull the latest database to the local. I already have a MongoDB at present, so I'm going to run the Docker with the port 47017 because it's already MongoDB demo. So our MongoDB has been got initiated. Once the initialization is done, you can just confirm it. Right click Docker and check for MongoDB demo, which is running on in instance 47017. Okay, once that is done, just there was already a repo has been established for Node.js REST API, which is called ng Angular Practice API. Just focus or download the code. Once it is done, just open the code in the Visual Studio editor. This is the code where it sends the data and it's logging to the databases. So as we have changed it, just go here and I'm going to change the port here, and the database name is ng Angular Practice. Let us connect the database. Going to edit it. With code. Where my database is getting connected here. So our MongoDB is ready. The next thing is, once you download these things, just install npm install and type npm start in the command prompt. So this will initiate our API. If you are not wanted to run this in the local, there was a hosted API, it's already available. You can able to check it yeah, ng Angular best practices API. So if this comes here, the API is actually running, and our database is established on local, and there was a Postman collection also available, so you can able to. I will add those notes into our video's description. Without wasting any time, let us test here. So it's running. The API is got connected, and there was no data. So now our API is actually got ready, and let us send some sample data. The sample data has gone through, so and you can see there was an Angular best practices database file collection is been database is created and the collection, and logging is the collection's name, and you can see there was a data present. So I'm going to delete it at present. So once this all is done, so your API is ready. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to connect this API into our Angular application to start logging. Let us first configure our logging environment and its URL in the environment.ts. We made it handy enough that I will copy and paste it here. This is the feature flag whether our REST API is logging is required or not, and its logging level and the REST API's URL. Our endpoint is logger, so I will add it here. Once this is done, we are going to create our logger service with the command npm run ng generate service logging. So once it is done, it will create me a logger.service.file file in the main apps directory. Just wait. So the file is got created. So I have made it handy so that I can just copy paste here the service URL service, and with the HTTP client. So these are the logs which is for debug info warning, and here we are setting the logging level. I'll come back to this point and write to the log. It checks for the whether we can able to log it or not. Once all these parameters information is gotten, we are checking is the REST API's logging is true. If it is true, it goes to logging here and sends the logger information data to this URL, which is in environment's logging URL. So it posts the data from here. So our logging services got initiated. Next thing what we need to do is we need to declare in our app module under the provider. So first import it, logger service, logger service. So the logger service is got initiated. The next thing what we need to do is we need to set the log level. Based on the level, our logging will be getting happening. The log level is required to be set on app component.js. What we are going to do is we are going to create a constructor, a private constructor, logger service, for its login services. Let's make it log service. Then I'm going to implement an on in it. ng on in it. This dot log service dot level equal to, we have configured our log level here. We are going to use it here right now, which is this dot log service dot set log level environment dot login dot log level. We are going to use one more option called log level. I think it's not required here, and directly assign to our level. Once this is done, our initialization is totally completed. We have configured our level mechanism, and the level switches are all debug info warning errors, which means all means logs all errors, off means it's not logging any errors. And our environment is perfect, and our app, let's run our API. API is already got running. So then we are going to npm start. Then this dot log service dot error make a warning. Let us introduce a new button here, log error. We're going to introduce try catch this dot log service dot error message error. Then we are going to throw new error app not working. Our app is called initiator. Let us open up the Chrome. This localhost 5200. So there was a button work. Monitor it. I'm going to call this method here, this dot log error, and let me add a breakpoint so that we could able to see. Source app component debugger. Just save this. So this will refresh my page, and the debugger stops here. The app is not working. Go into the logging service. So it's comes up here. The log level is 4. It should log, and it checks all the information required. The raw stack of the error, and checks whether the REST API is available. If it's there, comes up here, and this is the REST API URL in the post, and I'm sending the directly the whole data. One sec. The error log is actually saved over there. Let us go and check our database. Let's refresh it. Here you can see there was an error which is already logged, app not working, and the error and its total error data will be available here. You go and edit here, you can see the raw data, what's actually the error is, and the entire error descriptions will be available if it is an error. Let me refresh, and with this the logging, we are able to log our errors to our MongoDB via Node REST API. In diagnosing the application, we need to know where it is happened and why it is happened. With the ability of logging in Frontend, we can able to view where it is happened with the code error and why it is happened with the code's message. We can able to diagnose and solve the issue if it is available or happen in the production, which helps us to diagnose applications. With this, the content comes in a conclusion, and if you like this content very much, and please subscribe to the channel and have the notification bell on, because we are releasing a new video each and every week. With this, I'm wrapping up. Thank you and have a nice day. Peace out.